Morana e te whānau, it is Wednesday, day 26. You might see the clouds in the sky are moving. You might even hear the wind. The sound of Tawhiri Mātia, me rangi nui in the sky. I'm guessing a storm is coming. So I best not be out here too long, or I will get wet. I can see there's been a little bit of rain. It's a little, I think it's almost 8 o'clock, and I was basically awoken by sounds of laughter and noise. Basically my dad came home, my brother and him were watching YouTube, watching a dunk list of the top 20 greatest dunkers ever or something like that, so I ended up watching it, and now I'm late. And then I was scrolling on LinkedIn, and man, it's not good, eh? My brain gets tired just reading all of the stuff, lots of different posts, and then I run into like all of these amazing, powerful, inspiring people. I look at their stories, I read their stuff, and I'm like, man, I feel like, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling at the moment, but I seem to keep coming into this thing where like all of these like cool ideas that I have or have had, ambitions, whatever you want to call it, I look at people and it's like, oh, they're already doing that, they're already doing this, they're already doing that. That's not a new concept. It's like, oh, it's already out there, so what's the, I almost feel like saying, what's the point? If other people are already doing it, I just feel like I'm going to be a copycat. But that's probably the wrong way of looking at it, because maybe they're still trying to figure it out. I don't know. I find myself becoming perpetually trapped, wanting to do something and then getting stuck in the implementation stage, actually doing it, not just talking about doing it. This whole journey of mine is pretty damn confronting, because every single day I'm forcing myself, I should say, to take action. You know, this whole thing is about taking action, being 1,000% better in 10 years, and I'm in it for the long haul. You know, I basically went to sleep watching Alex Hormozi podcast with Stephen or something. It was the iced coffee hour, and something that he said a lot, Alex Hormozi I'm talking about, is that he wishes his 24-year-old self knew how long things would take, because then, I don't know, I guess he would just start earlier. And he realized that there's actually a limited amount of time that any person can have. And that's kind of what I started to realize when I was looking at compound interest. I'm like, wait, if it takes, I can't remember the math, but if it takes like 10 years, close to 10 years to double your investment, you know, let's say you start with $1,000 and you don't contribute and you just allow it to double, for the interest to increase. I think it took 10 years, and I'm like, so in your lifespan, you have a limited number of doubles. I'm 37, so if I only live to, I don't even want to say that, but you know, if I stop living at like 87, let's say, that's 50 years. If I extended that to like 97 or 107, if I follow Darren Hardy stuff, which reminds me I need to get back to the last thing on that series, living to 115. But you know, 87, that's 50 years, 5 decades. 97, that's 60, 6 decades. And 107, that's, what's that, 70, 7 decades. That's not a lot of time. Even if you start at 0, like if your parents did this for you. So this is something that I've thought of doing for my children, my future children. Basically to set up a fund and put in, I don't know, 10 grand, and then by a certain age they'll have a decent amount of money, and then the goal is to teach them the importance of money and teach them good skills. Anyway, this has become way longer than I thought it would, so I think I'll put a pin in it for now and touch base with you a bit later. Cheers. Yo, it is like after 9 o'clock. I'm just gonna go to bed. It's been a long day. It's been kind of a lazy feeling day actually. I missed the midday update just because we're busy driving around and doing a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna sign out early tonight. Well, without a long talk, and I'll do another proper video tomorrow. Here's to day 26, I think, and weather's really bad today in Auckland and in some other places, so I will see you tomorrow. Cheers.